Good morning, good morning. How are you doing, my queens? Yes, it is I, your sister, D.L. Jenkins. Hey, Miss Do Betters. I'm so uh proud to see you here, um, to see you doing better in life. It is so awesome that you stood and you're still standing. Okay. Hi, common sense. Hello. Hi, calm. How are you today? Okay. All right. Hello, chosen. Anointed. How are you doing? All together women are here. Hello, tomorrow women. Oh my God. I see the GCAS is here. God's Children Against Suicide. They're in the building. And you do know that Jesus is in the building and he's always here. That's right. How you doing, Miss Reddy? Okay. Hi, Reddy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Okay. I got the sobriety police here with me for my listeners who are out there in listening podcast land. The sobriety police, the sobriety police, we represent the security of our sisters who are coming out of the storm of addiction, and our our mission and our job is to counsel them, share our stories with them, and when they're feeling weak, like they can't go on, it is our job to strengthen them and put the power on them that God has put in us and soothe their minds. Okay? If anyone don't know what the job of the sobriety police is, that is what it is. We are our sister's keeper. I like to say good morning to Shirley, Goodness, and Mercy, Tender Love and Care. How are you guys doing? All right. What's going on, CWB, ARB, Kabara? Oh, I love you guys. You're so awesome. Everyone that I see, I come in contact with patients and hello experience, knowledge, wisdom. How are you guys? Knowledge is a blessing. It is a blessing to have knowledge. Knowledge is power, and it is also a blessing. It is. And strength. How you doing today? How you doing, courage? High strong self-determination. High motivate. High motivation. High motivated. Hello. I see the movers are here. The heavy hitters. Hi. Hi, the heavy hitters. We are the new um heavy hitters. Our heavy hitters from way back, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Robert and Mabel Williams. Um, they were some heavy hitters. Stephen Biko, Fred Hampton, the Black Panthers. They were the heavy hitters. They are the ones, oh, and excuse me, the veterans who fought over in Vietnam so that we could have a better life today as individuals and doing things that we're supposed to do in the right way. I love to say hello to the veterans from those days. I love you and I appreciate what you did for us. And they are heavy hitters as well. Betty Shabazz, she's a very strong heavy hitter. Her and Coretta Scott King, those are two strong women that I've read about in history, along with Mabel Williams, that is, and my mother, Carolyn Yvonne Jenkins. They are some heavy hitters because they take it on and they make a difference and they start good trouble and good trouble lasts and it makes a difference. When good trouble is started, good trouble makes a lasting imprint and an impression on people's mind, the heart, the community, the world. Okay? So I'd like to say hello to all the good troublemakers out there who are making trouble for the right reasons, who move it with purpose and understanding the mission that they are on. The title of this podcast, I was led by the Spirit to write to name this podcast Some People, and I have different marks by at the end of it, the exclamation mark that stands for people who make good trouble, and the one with the dollar sign that stands for people who are not controlled by money. It's not that. That's not what it is. And so forth and so on. Um, like I said, in in the synopsis, the description of this podcast, um, is to let you understand, to show you the difference in people, and for you to appreciate who you are as an individual. You know, individuality is so awesome. And being able to be in a space where you can think, no matter if it's chaos around you or not, like people who are in jail, you have a lot of different personalities there. And if you're able to be reached in jail, just think of the possibilities when you come out of there and God can reach you in the world. When we take experiences, like some people can take a bad experience and capitalize on that bad experience, where people will be saying when they're looking at them, how could they put up with that? How could they go through that? No one's on her side. No one is doing anything to help him. Some people are built that way. Some people are built to take pressure because they can stand it. Some people can't stand it. Some people can be alone on a boat in a storm and still have faith that they're going to make it to the other side. And guess what? They do. Some people don't have the courage to stand alone. They have to be a part of something. They don't matter. It doesn't matter what it is that they're a part of. They got to fit in somewhere because there's a void inside of them that needs to be filled. They fill that void with the wrong thing. They don't fill the void with the right things. Okay? So some people are weak, but they feel strong when they're grouped up together. That's the only time they are strong. That's the only time their voice is heard. You understand? So we have those type of people, like, and then you have people who are sent to you and put in your life. They're sent there and put in your life to strengthen you, to make you a lot more wiser, okay? And to understand what you're going through. Those are our friends in the wilderness that come to us. They don't come in sheep's clothing and hiding that wolves. They are real on the surface, and you can touch their realness and feel it. Now you know when you have the spirit of discernment that you can just about see through anybody. Yes, when you have this gift, people get angry with you because you can see right through it. You can see right through everything that they're doing. They can do anything, but you can still see it. And if they have hidden it for a long time from you, one day when you least expect it, it'll burst out and you'll see it. What it does is it embarrasses these type of people. They get embarrassed because they have shown you who they really are. And they're embarrassed because they've exposed themselves. And when that happens, you show them who you are. You don't have to violently do this. No, because see, violence could bring an end to a person's life. Understand? So when that person or people reveal themselves to you, they are exposed. Now they got to cover it back up. But you show them who you are and you remain standing, showing who you are. And you don't have to keep continuing doing it either. No, only one time. That's it. That's all you have to do. Now, some people were born to be leaders, and you know who you are. All of you people who I'm talking to, you know who you are. You were born to be a leader. So you lead. And you know no one likes the leader because the leader is the one who's going to get it right. The leader is the one who's going to follow the rules. The leader is going to make you follow the rules. That's the leader. That is the leader. I was having a conversation with my 11-year-old son, and he pointed out that one of his teachers was very mean. And so I asked him, I said, is she mean only to you, or is she mean to everyone in your class? And he goes, everyone. Oh my gosh. I said, really? I said, that's a good leader. She's a good teacher. All the good teachers are the teachers that the children don't like. Because the good teacher who is mean to the children, they thinking, she's not mean. She cares. So she's going to make sure you do your homework. She's going to make sure you turn it in. She's going to make sure you do your classwork. And she's going to be on you because she's a leader. And the thing about a leader that I love and my position as a leader is our experience. She's been a student. She's gotten her education and she sees the potential in her students. So her students may mistake her for being mean, when all the while she's the best teacher in the building. So I had a teacher I thought was mean too in third grade at Hodge Elementary School. Her name was Gloria Mims, and she didn't play. And we all thought she was mean. But now when we look back at it, she's the one that taught us to remember things, to recite, how to read, how to get things done in an orderly fashion. She taught us not to procrastinate. And when you have ample time, you better use it all up before it run out. That's what she taught us. In that order, she did. So you have people who are born to lead, and you have people who are born to follow. You have people who are born to sit back and watch, and you have people who were born haters. Now, let me tell you now, people who were born to be a hater have potential to do better than what they do. But just like most people and long for attention and affection from mankind, no matter what kind of affection it is, uh, they will fall into the cracks to be a hater just so they can fit in. But I do know this. I know that everyone who hate on other people don't really hate the people. They just have to go along with the crowd so they can feel accepted, or they're trying to eat. Without that person, the big head, they won't be able to eat. They won't be able to feed their family, in other words. So they have to follow suit. Just like a lot of people, when we go through this change and transformation, someone could be with you, you understand, and hang out with you every day, smoke weed with you, drink beer with you, run up and down the street with you every day. But deep down inside of that man or woman, they are longing for something else. Every time they take that puff and look at you and throw their head back and laugh, they're enjoying themselves at the moment because this is what they're doing right now. But deep down inside of them, he want him a woman in his life. He want a family. He don't want to hang out with these hard heads every day. But right now, that's what he's doing because he hasn't found a path yet. And the same thing goes for that woman too. She might hang out with you girls and Y'all go to the club and do your little thing, and but deep down inside, she wants something else, something softer. He wants something softer as well. So when they meet people that bring out that, and they cut off their friends, like, phew. Now the thing that the women say is this: they go, "Oh, she done met him and forgot about us, but her life has improved. She's done hanging out. She done stopped smoking and drinking. Their minds are connected. They're going up the ladder together. They're sharing ideas. They're collaborating. And the next thing you know, she's with child. She's about to be married. Now, those who can't catch up will hate. Her friends will hate on her for that. And they will try to dig up her past to break that up. But if he's strong and she's strong, it won't happen. Now, with him, his friends will say things like, oh, ever since he met that girl, man, she got him messed up. He used to be with us all the time, having fun, just hanging out. But since he met that girl, he don't be like that no more. He's stupid. He not the same. He got a job. Like that's bad now. Okay. Anyway, he got a job. He don't hang out with us. She got him messed up. No, she does not. That's something he been wanting. That's why he don't hang out with you no more. That's why he not drinking and smoking blunts all day in the heat, riding around, packed in a car like sardines, not doing nothing but wasting time that he could be spending building his life, his family, being a father. Those are things that people deep down inside they want, so they break away from everything and they get it done. And they do get hated on by the people they used to be out with hanging and the recruits that those people bring on. But like I tell you, someone's still sitting back looking, going, hey, I wonder where he met her at. Dang, I wonder where she met him at. You know? And then it's not the person in themselves that changed these two people. It's not that. What it is they've been praying to fill that void and they've been asking God to do it. And God filled the void. And what they also did was be specific of what they wanted. Because you cannot just ask God for something without detail. Because if you don't give him detail, you get exactly what you wanted. Just a man. That's it. You don't say, God, I want someone who's not going to put his hands on me and talk to me bad, or mistreat me, leave me when I'm weakening. I want a strong man who understands that when I was a little girl, I was abused. And he know how to tap into that. And he'll recognize it. And he won't take it like I'm shutting him away. He'll examine it like a good doctor, a good man. He'll examine why I'm flinching. He'll know because we'll be kindred souls. We'll speak to each other with our minds. Even when we're not with each other, we'll be with each other. So you have to be specific, be on point. You know, you can't make up without telling God thank you, and showing that you appreciate. Because some people, they'll get up and go straight to doing evil at the beginning of the day. And it don't matter who they are, what they look like. If it's in them to be that way, that's the way they will be. Now we have people who accept that. We accept it. We accept that you're not going to tell God thank you for waking you up. And we are prepared for your hate today. Okay? We prepared for you. We ready for you because we know what you're gonna do. You're predictable. I don't care if you have cameras in a person's house, you don't know what God is about to do with it. You know, one of the things that I love about God is the fact that people who think that they God one day have to prove themselves. And when they try that, they get exposed. They get exposed because he don't play. God don't play about his anointed children. He does not. He don't play about the chosen ones either. So to you, it might look like that chosen woman or chosen man is going through something, but they still here standing on all 10 toes, where you are standing on your 10 toes, leaning on somebody else's 10 toes and 10 toes and 10 toes and 10 toes and 10 toes. When we are chosen, we don't need a crowd of people when we're chosen. We are content with ourselves. And we have a God that don't play about us. So you can conjure up and sit back and plot to do something to someone, but just remember this. He's always up, looking down at every movement from everybody. And the 8.2 billion people in the world are not the same. We are different. So don't ever focus on where you at and think this is the world. It is not. This is just where you are at, being prepared for your great mission. Some of us are go-getters. Yeah. What might seem crazy to some people is not crazy to us. Because sometimes you have to do crazy, right? To get your point across and say, look, move out of my way. But what they think crazy is, it isn't. People thought Enoch was crazy because he talked to himself. At least that's what they thought. He wasn't talking to himself. He was in deep conversation with God. People thought that Noah was crazy too because he built the ark. And while he was handling his business and people was partying and wasting all that time looking at him not saving themselves, they thought he was crazy. They thought he was crazy because he wasn't doing what they were doing. So if you're different, embrace your differences. Embrace it and be good. Be good with it. Accept it. Love on yourself. Because there are people who are loving on you from a distance. Forget about the hater. The hater is focused on you. They insult people because they have low self-esteem. And a person with low self-esteem always do that. They gotta make another person feel bad, okay? So that they can feel good, okay? And they have to fit in somewhere in this world. They can't do it. They can't do anything alone when it comes to, really handling some business now. They can eat all the food on their plate. They can complete that. But a real mission and assignment, they cannot complete that. Something meaningful, purposeful, they can't complete it. But I bet you this, they can find their mouth in the dark. Quick. It could be pitch dark in a room, but they'll find their mouth that says a lot, a whole lot. about a person's character. So if you're different, you are a part of the people who are different. And your difference is your strength. Just know this. You understand? Your difference is your strength. Because some people are catered and they can't stand what you can. They cannot. Say, for instance, you live without air conditioning your whole life, and you go somewhere and it's hot. But it was cool when you first walked in, right? And then it get hot. And all the people around you, they fanning themselves, and you looking at them like, what's wrong with them? And then someone says, you're not hot. And you go, no, I can sleep through this. You've been prepared for that moment. While they sit down and fan themselves and complain, you'll stand there and someone will recognize your strength and say, that's who I need. I need someone who's strong enough to stand heat and still don't shut, not sit down and just fall apart because they're a little hot. They gonna complain because it's just a little hot. So your differences, that's your strength. And don't ever feel like your differences make you weird to people. Let me tell you something. It's a good thing. Because you know why? As long as they think you weird, they won't include you in their bullcrap life. As long as they think that you're less than them, they won't include you in their bullcrap life. As long as they think they're better than you, they will not include you in their bullcrap life. So let them think, because I'm going to tell you something. All those things that they may possess that you don't have, to God, it doesn't matter. A lot of people worry about their income. Their income. Let me tell you something. God not worried about your income. You know that. He don't worry at all. He don't pay income any mind. It's your outcome. It's what come out of you. Your outcome. You understand? A man could have a beautiful wife. Is she just so mean? She could be so nice looking, have a good, sophisticated job, but to him, she just, damn. He wonders. And he see an ordinary woman is what he would think. And he would see her. She's not like the woman he sleeps with every night. He may have love for that woman, but she just so arrogant. Hard to talk to now, thinking that she's above him. She's all that. There's a void there. She never sees it until he's gone. And the same thing for a man. And when a woman is with a man like that, she love on him. She's a good woman, but it's just something about him that is so arrogant. She loved him, but he just so arrogant. He thinks that that big beautiful truck or that beautiful car is him. It makes him his income, his the house that he put her in. He thinks that's it. He looks at her like she's a possession, not a person. And then she's gone. And now his whole world is topsy turvy. People, we have to be careful when you when we say things like, "Oh, they're not evenly yoked," that doesn't mean that she rich and he poor, so they're not evenly yoked. No, that's not it. It doesn't mean that he rich, she poor, so they're not evenly yoked. Mm-mm. It doesn't mean that she smoke and he don't, and they're not evenly yoked. Mm-mm. It doesn't mean that he smoke and she don't, they're not evenly yoked. That's not the yoke. The yoke of the unevenness is them not being able to communicate on a soulful level. Do you hear me? We got to connect with our soul. Opposites attract. Oh, yes. Opposites attract. You can have a billionaire with a beautiful wife, but he'll find something in the help. The maid will spark his interest more than his billionaire's wife. So that yoke thing that people's been talking about, oh, they're not evenly yoked. They don't need to be together. He don't do this, but she does this. Oh, she don't do this, but he does this. Uh-uh. That's not the yoke. The yoke is the connection that two people feel. It doesn't matter where they come from in the world. It doesn't matter what their race is in this world. Some people are just like that. Some people just are. Some people are so amazing. Strong people are so amazing. Me and my sisters are recovering addicts. And you don't need us. What you do is discover us because we are buried by people's lies, rumors, hatred, salt, dirt, slander, shade, pressure. So when you discover a woman that's a recovering addict, you discover a beautiful diamond who has been in the rough of life. And now she's not. She's level headed. She's beautiful. Her soul, that is. Because true love does not, it don't matter what you look like. So that's why when they come with that, they're not yoked. People don't know what they be saying sometimes. They say a lot of things, and people believe them. But I would advise anyone to find out things for yourself. When it comes to adventures with people, find out for yourself. Don't see the book halfway open on the table and start right there. Go to the beginning and you'll find that that book is very interesting. Don't let someone else read it for you and tell you what they read. Find out for yourself. Because some people are misleading. They just look trustworthy because they may wear a badge or have on a certain outfit or uniform. All of those things doesn't matter. People can be that way. You just have to be anointed to see it. You have to be that way. Some people were built to last through anything. Some people are able to accept people as conditions. Some people are not able to accept people or conditions. And remember now, if you're a leader and you follow the rules, of course no one's gonna like you. Okay? You're not a follower. Because let me tell you what a follower would do. You could have a group of followers among themselves, haters that is. If one of those haters take off running, all of them gonna run. They gonna run, all of them gonna run in the same direction. They will not know why they are running, but they will run together because they are followers. And they'll follow anyone if they believe they can fit in. So be careful of being a follower, a gopher who will go for anything. Some people feed off of people like that because they know you will go for anything. You will do anything for their friendship or for their love. So be careful because some people aren't right. They aren't. I want you to take care today because I will be back throughout the day. Oh, yes, your big sister has been under the attack of the enemy, but let me tell you what I did. I prayed and I laid low. I have to lay low because that's what my father tells me. Go fight this battle, it's not yours. You see, people who live by the sword, they die by the sword. This is not my battle, it's the Lord's. You understand? And that's what I want you to remember, and I want you to understand and exercise that in your life. They do. They do. People who are exposed, they don't like to be exposed. They don't. They hate it. So they have to gather more people. Oh, you know me, man. Yeah, I know you, man. Yeah, man, I know. They don't know anything. They don't. You human. If you are a human that's anointed, if you are a human who taps into your spirit. And I learned something in the process of being in the mountain. I learned something about women like me. When we cut off uh well, I wouldn't say really like cut off, but when we just come into our own self and we want to be single. And being single is beautiful for women like me. It is because we are centered now. We're not thriving for a relationship with a man or with mankind. Our thrive is on a higher level, and a lot of people can accept that. And the fact that we do not, uh, we're not active with in that matter, men and women, um, most of the time are together intimately, and that's not our thing. So when we become that way in celibacy, and we become non-active, we become centered and easy to reach by the spirit. We're no longer longing to be loved or longing for affection, or we don't have to have a body in bed with us because we are a body, a beautiful body, a body of sense, common sense, that is, your appearance does not matter. Like I told you, it is not your income that He, our Heavenly Father, is interested in. It's your outcome, what comes out of you. That's what it is. Take that in, sister. Take it in because this message is for someone. Maybe a woman listening, could be a man listening. Whoever, this one's for you. So this has been your sister, Denise L. Jenkins, with another edition of PLM, People Like Me. I am my sister's keeper. Therefore, I shall keep my sister out of harm's way. I shall love on her. I shall inform her. I shall lead her in the right direction. I love you all. Please like, subscribe. Please send your comments. Please continue to watch Our Father's podcast, PLM, People Like Me with Denise Jenkins. Peace out for now, but I will be back later.